1 audio 1.
It'll be Frederick Anderson for the Hurricanes, a 10-2-0 record. He's been good in his career against the Kings, 8-1-3. Cal Peterson, his first career start against Carolina. Peterson, 26 years of age, out of Waterloo, Iowa. On the season, a 4-2-1 record with a 2.84 goals against.
So readjusting to the first shot might be important today against the Hurricanes. The Hurricanes are known as a team that's a volume shooting team that gets shots in clusters. With Freddie Anderson, is he the missing piece for the Hurricanes? They've been knocking on the door the last 3 or 4 years. They're going deep into the playoffs, but maybe goaltending was a weakness. Anderson is not a weakness right now.
The Hurricanes revamping the position of goaltending in the offseason. Frederick Anderson backed up by Antti Ranta, another veteran. They're new to Carolina this season. And an easy stop by Anderson.
Another look at the goal by the Hurricanes and their young prize player. You get to the offensive blue line. You gotta stop here for me, guys. Look at the Kings. They're supporting the puck well, but the one thing it has to get deep. It doesn't get deep. And what happens? Hurricanes quickly, they go the other way.
Jarvis from Aho in 2.5 minutes.
And the pace you're expected to play the game at against the Hurricanes, it's going to be making quick decisions. Todd McClellan behind the bench, and that's the one thing he stressed yesterday at practice. Again, it's feeding the pace of the other team. The Hurricanes are going to be fast anyway. That's a bottom line fundamental with their group. But when you give them, and especially again those double cross situations, everyone expects to.
And just wide, not sure if Andy from the point. Shot taken, Clegg.
Well, in the pregame show, Nick, I just said to.
Shot from the left wing by Nino Niederreiter. Two very good to the opening 14 minutes of the game.
Right there, Kaliev looks like he's going off for interference. Aho goes down for the Hurricanes. Kaliev goes off for the Kings, and Arthur doesn't like it. In these situations, you gonna stop, guys? Right there, it's exactly where it's happening. Kaliev is not trying to get involved here. But because of that contact, and I know there's a lot of times it
deflects out of play. 2-2 here in the first period at Staples this afternoon.
To say that they probably had to hide his jersey so he didn't go out in warm-ups here this afternoon.
Well, and Jim, you played. You know athletes have a knack for healing quicker than the medical people think they will.
I'll be honest with you. When Drew went down, he was up in St. Louis. I saw him in the press box, and I said, Drew, I've been through it before with knees. I said, the game you feel like you could come back, take one more.
Do it. Kings will have the man advantage when we start the second period here at Staples. It's 2-2 at the end of 20 minutes. So here in the second period, goaltender Cal Peterson will defend to our left. Frederick Anderson to our right.
And the challenge, Nick, is this: to keep this same type of pace.
Knocks the net loose. And right now, let's hear a word from Hyundai.
The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. With our best deals of the season, it's the perfect time to get a Hyundai.
Matt Roy involved in that last play with the center lane drive of the Hurricanes. Again, the counterattack speed, that's the reason the net came off. There's always that switch-off point. You have a center lane drive of the opposition. Normally there's a forward on the back check, but then you have to switch to the defenseman. And the Kings sorting things out, supplying pressure from behind on the back check. You're gonna stop right here for me, guys, if you can. You're gonna see a player coming into the play. In Niederreiter, I believe that's him right there. Watch. Yeah, he just dives ahead. So you want to take away that middle lane. And sometimes you have to sprawl to do it. That's effort without the puck. No chance of scoring there for Niederreiter, but he prevents a goal right down the middle. The amount of time he's had the puck, I don't think he's had the puck a lot, but every time he has had it, he's just making something happen that is high danger every single time. He leans in here to prevent Iafallo from getting to the puck. The official believes that the arm is draped. We'll see. Does the arm get in front? It does right there. You see that hand? It's just in front. And the stick's there too. And
Carolina setting up the power play. And we go.
So Adrian
Peterson with a stop.
Yeah, Adrian has to be in the right position. That's the first thing, but then you have to anticipate a little bit. Svechnikov was a little lax there through the middle. And then you'll see, I think right here, Adrian wants a wrist shot, but then he realizes, yeah, he senses that stick and that pressure. Watch him just slide it. He doesn't shoot that, and I think he's doing that on purpose.
And the puck now out of play with 13 seconds left on the man advantage.
Unfortunately here for the Kings, because of the shift in the way things were going with the fourth goal, the Kings unable to put pressure on with the man advantage. And that's something Todd McLellan's looking up to the ceiling here. You need some chances, but you also need a little bit of time with the puck. Your skilled guys get the opportunity. It just did not happen. No entry with possession by the Kings.
And Peterson will cover up. Carolina looking for insurance, but Peterson says no. Here at Staples, Lizotte, Kempe-Appere, and now Brendan Lemieux. Carolina, they've led 4 games. Carolina goals, Jarvis.
Strength, assertiveness, right? His mindset is equaling his skill set right now. And that is something you hope for every single game for every single player, but sometimes it does come together. The Kings needed it. Todd McLellan shook the tree, changed things up. Sebastian on the other team.
About Lemieux with Lizotte and Kaliev might be the most noticeable on a regular basis from the start of the game to this point in the game that we've seen all season from that trio.
He's not getting away from what he does best, which is be a pest and be physical and be the first man in on the forecheck. But now he's showing that he has a good sense for the game, how to react when he gets the puck. And he's putting both of those things together without forgetting his fundamental asset, and that's being physical.
And that line back out, and a lead pass off Lizotte's stick and out of play.
We'll take a look at our Taco Bell take for today's game. And it's about trying to get goals on the board, and both teams have done that. But then we take a look here at the 6 goals allowed, fewest in the third period. So the 12-goal differential in the third. Part of that is how they wear down a team, right? How they keep pestering you.
Goes down for icing.
So Athanasiou, he had the afterburners going on that shift. Kempe's had the afterburners going on every shift. You stop it up, you drive through the middle, watch shot. Right, that's what he tried to go between. Oh, man, that's close. It would have been a pull and drag move. And around the pad. And that's how the close come right there. That's way back on the power play. At least the Kings had something going there on the power play. Now they can make...
Blocked by the pad of Frederick Anderson. Still 5-4 Carolina. Third period. We'll be back.
6-on-5 goal. No better time right here.
This is the 6th time they've tried this strategy this season. They have yet to get a goal with a goalie on the bench. 6.
I'll say this. I don't know what's going to happen with this game and if the Kings are going to tie it up, but don't change what you're doing here today as far as your mindset. Now, a lot of things will have to be tightened up and cleaned up, and when you allow that many goals. Last attempt,